Good evening. Here start your news NNUT.
Indigenous communities in Colombia do not stop give lessons of discipline, civic behavior, and gesture of peace. Despite of behind one of the most affected ethnic groups by the armed conflict, they continually show signs of forgiveness and dialogue. The country witnessed an episode last Wednesday, November 5, in which members of the Sikh Front of the FARC, the most powerful and believer organization, killed two wards at the NASA community, who is one of the 122 indigenous reservations in the department of Cauca. The two villagers were victims of guerrilla violence while demanding respect and neutrality of their territory because several supervised adversaries were spreading and selling banners alluding to that organization. Still in pain after the double murder, the indigenous held a Minga persecution and seeking to confront the guerrillas responsible for the crime and capture, not to lynch them, but to subject them to lapse of his community and at trial defend the punishment they deserve. Rafael Zúñiga, legal and human rights use of the Regional Indigenous Council of Cauca, Creek advisor, to get started, simple say that the big difference between indigenous justice and ordinary, besides the Prudential Times, who deceased the sentence is not just. The process of collecting evidence is true to the Master of Sheriff Indigenous Council, who advances patient interviews and visits to places where the events occur. Indigenous justice in the stems of witness are very valuable, for something is an oral system, says the lawyer.
Novak Djokovic in 7th heaven after end year in number 1 spot. A mixed section in the as the last ending on a high for Novak Djokovic, the world number 1, clinched that position in the year ranking for the third time when he crushed Thomas Berdych 6-2 in yet another lopsided encounter at the World Tour Finals in London. That Friday, the Serb became the 7th men's player to achieve at the leaders at Trevor Journey, Pete Sampras, Roger Federer, Jimmy Connors, Ivan Lendl, Joe McEnroe, and Rafael Nadal. Nico Rosberg eats into Lewis Hamilton to the lead with Brazilian Tour. Nico Rosberg boosts his world title hopes ahead of the season final in Abu Dhabi, but holding of Mercedes team lead and championship leader Lewis Hamilton to win the Brazilian Grand Prix Sunday. His victory cuts Hamilton lead in the standings to 70 points with double point of other in the final round in a 14th Rosberg, who started from the front of the grid after his 10th pole of the season, maintaining his advantage over Hamilton throughout the pair, finishing over 40 seconds clear of third place Felipe Massa. In his match number 100, Wayne Rooney the score. Wayne Rooney celebrated his 100 cap for England by scoring the equalizer in a 3-1 victory over Slovenia in a Euro 2016 qualifier at Wembley Saturday. A look that England was trailing to a Jordan Henderson goal just before the half mark when skipper Rooney changed the course of the match. The Manchester United striker almost immediately won a penalty after Brian Tripper a convert from the spot to draw his 10th level. It was his 44th goal for England, drawing his level with the great Jimmy Greaves, but more importantly spurred his exploding team into action. Follow the Economia news with Sergio.
Greetings to all, welcome to the economic sessions. Today news: Colombian largest soda productions company will be entering the Colombian beer market, with a Chilean company to challenge the SAT Miller. The multinational which controls 98% of current beer sales
according to Bloomberg News. Postobón, which is owned by entrepreneur Carlos Ardila Lule and currently produces sweet beverage, will be partnering with Chile's biggest producer to create a company called Central Cervecera de Colombia, with an initial capital injection of $400 million. The two companies plan to build a factory near Bogotá, which will produce an equivalent about 15% of Colombia's current beer market. The new venture will challenge the dominance of SABMiller, a South African multinational based in London, which controls the vast majority of the Colombian market and produces the most widely consumed beers like Club Colombia, Águila, Poker, and Pilsen. The Colombian subsidiary of the company is Bavaria. Ardila Lule has a fortune of approximately $4 billion, and he is the third richest person in Colombia. The billionaire and his family have been contending for years with the family of the country's second wealthiest individual, Alejandro Santo Domingo, in several markets. Santo Domingo's family has a large stake in SABMiller.
That was the economic news of the day. Thanks for being with us. Sign.
Hi, good evening. Is it an unfortunate news that strikes the road work this morning? The death of singer Gustavo Cerati at 35 years old. Later is August 11. His mother said, "I was expected being go away. I could get some contraction in your hand or other injury." Remember, he suffered a heart accident while in concert in Caracas on May 15, 2010. The artist was transferred to Buenos Aires where he remained, and this was confirmed by the medical team from the clinic where he was hospitalized and also where the family received an official report of their status within hours. A report later today showed that the person Gustavo Cerati died as a result of respiratory failure in the words of Dr. Gustavo Barbacho at the clinic where the world-renowned Argentina musician was admitted. Argentina and the world mourned after the death of Cerati, and men walk made story an open space for many musicians, become a writer and singer in the Europe. On the music, Argentina following beats the fourth set on many composers of the country. And for today, I will the ball in this country, Gustavo Cerati, the singer, has died.
Good evening. Tonight we have a friend who's giving us tips to have great free some of the most expensive food. For how long you've been living in Miami?
I got here 20 years ago. I'm from Colombia.
Which restaurant is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite restaurant is Mandarin. It's in Miami between Collins and Old Avenue. It's a good restaurant. It's expensive, but they have the most wonderful.
Which is this restaurant the most expensive in the area? They have free food. Really?
Yes, they have a free food. They have in the weekends they have a food and festivals and wine. And you get there and you can taste everything. They have from escargot, they have lobster, they have pasta. You can eat maybe between 20 and 30 dishes. And you can take your wine, it's good.
What do you hear about this service?
Well, I have my sister lives in there and she used to go every weekend. Once a month, twice a month. It's the same.
Do you know another place with the same service?
Yes, they have maybe 2 or 3 in Miami area. It's on the beach. And they have really, really expensive food, but it's for free. It's good.
What kind of free meals do they offer?
Well, they have seafood, they have meals, they have meats, they have all kind of food, vegetables, whatever you want, they have it there.
Which one your favorite?
My favorite is pasta. I love pasta, I love vegetables, and everything's good there.
Thanks. Thanks for your tips and home to visit again.
Okay, thank you for everything, and I hope to see you there. Okay, bye-bye.